All right, hello everyone, and peace of the Lord again to all of you. Please invite your friends. We just started a new podcast for today. Uh, one of you asked me before to talk about the Shia, and he said each time he speak to the Shia, he mentioned some hadith. They say to him, "Well, this is Sunni. We don't believe in the Sunni hadith." So he said, "Can we talk about the Shia?" So let us see what the Shia teach. The first thing I notice about when especially when Sunni they speak about the Shia, as an example here in the screen in front of us, there's an article. It's called "Ridiculous Shia Hadith," and this is supposedly Muslim speaking. Uh, it says here from Muhammad and Ahmad from. It says they ask narrated by Ahmad blah 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 from Ibn Talib from blah 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 blah. They ask him about the earth and what it lies upon. It been respond upon the whale, and he said that the whale is being respond, or he responded is swim in the water. And he asked, and what water? It been said responded, placed on a mountain. And he asked, and what that mountain? It been respond, placed in a straight bull horn. He asked, and what is the ball? It been responded, stand on the sand. He asked, and what that sand? It was responded that this idea is being lost among ulama, which means we do not know an answer for it. So here the Muslim Sunni, they are making fun of the Shia, saying, how in the world you believe in this garbage? I mean, what ball, what whale, what horn of a bull? But the ignorant, they forgot that this is something in the Muslim books too. You see, this is why there is a problem. The Muslims, they don't know what is in their books, so they make fun of you. They make fun of Shia make fun of Sunni for a very simple reason. All of them, they are ignorant. They do not know what is in their books. The exact statement you see here in the book of Shia, this is in the Sunni books too. Who said to you that the Sunni don't believe in the same garbage? Who is the one said to you that your Sunni, you don't have the same teaching? If we go to the chapter of Noon, we will find the same. So the first thing you notice about the Sunni Shia argument, each one of them, he throw rocks at each other because both of them, they are ignorant about each other. And they remind me actually of Christians too. Christians, Catholic and Protestant, they throw rocks at each other because both of them are ignorant about what Catholic is about and what Protestant is about. And if you are deceived by a priest, then you throw rocks at your brother in Christ. Those are the kingdom of the devil divided. You are divided for what reason? Because you follow a priest. Ignorance is a problem. When somebody do not have a knowledge and he decide to teach you, what you expect from this person to teach you? What exactly outcome of such a teacher? I guarantee you nothing but stupid. If we go to Tafsir al-Quran, let us do that. And we go to chapter 50. And we try to understand Actually, let us go to chapter, not Qaf. Let us go to chapter Noon. This is chapter Qaf. We will find the story is exactly the same as here. I don't know why the website froze. Here we go. Finally, we go to. Let us go to. Every chapter in the Quran have a fiction story and have a stupid story, and always we learn something funny and something stupid. Let us see where we can find some reference about that. We have a chapter of Noon, Quran, you know. Let us go to first. Let us go to 68. You see, the Shia, the Sunni, they were making fun of the Shia, right? And they were saying ridiculous Shia hadith about the whale carrying the earth and the bowl and etc. This is not Shia, this is Sunni now. We are in the Sunni garden of hadith. So they cannot say this is Shia stupid thing. And as long the Muslim Sunni agree that the Shia have a stupid story like that, as we showed you in the other page, if you remember, then they have to agree that the same stupid story exists in their Quran, and both of them, Shia and Sunni, agree about this. And from his narration, the authority of Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad, and he said, regarding the interpretation of Allah saying Noon, Noon, he says, Allah swear by the Noon, which is the whale that carry the earth on its back while in the water, and beneath which is the bowl, and under the bowl is the rock, and under the rock is a dust, and none knows what is under the dust save Allah. This is in total agreement with the hadith of the Shia. When they ask him about the sand, this is a translation, they ask him about the dust, what is under the dust, they said we do not know. If we go here to the Shia hadith, read with me carefully. Narrated, okay. They ask him about the earth, what it lies upon. It being responded, which means the answer is upon the whale. And he asked, what is the whale? He says it's responded, it's swim in the water. He asked, and what water? He said it's it is on a mountain. And he asked, what mountain? He said, responded, the place straight bullhorn. The mountain is a bullhorn. And then he asked, what is that bowl? It was responded, the stand on the sand. He asked, what is the sand? He says, nobody knows. Exactly the same story here. They stop with the stand and says, we do not know what is behind the sand. So when the Sunni laugh at the Shia, is the same as a camel laughing at his brother back, and who is a camel like him. He laugh at him, says, look at your back. Your back have something big in the top of it, look funny, look stupid. But you do not know that he is a camel too, and he have the same back. All right. So as long the Shia and the Sunni agree that this is ridiculous, well, Islam is ridiculous then, because this is Quran, and this is interpretation of the cousin of Muhammad, who Muhammad said that Allah Muhammad he pray for this man to be the person who can give interpretation for the Quran. Right? Otherwise, Muslims, they have to admit that Muhammad's prayer did not work. Why Muhammad he prayed that may Allah make this man Hibrul Ummah, which means he is the ink of scholarship. He is the one who is going to explain the Quran. And then here the story continue and showing us that Islam is nothing but fictions. The name of the whale is Lewish. This is not Lewish Farrakhan. This is different Lewish. Lewish Farrakhan is different whale. And it said that the name of its name is Lotaya, and the name of the bull is Bahamut, and some they say it is Terahut or Leona. The whale is in the sea, it's called Adwad, and it's like a small ball in a huge sea. The sea is in a Hollywood rock whereby there is 4,000 cracks, and from each crack water is spring come out from the earth. It's also said that the Noon was one of the name of the Lord. Here we go. We start with Noon as the name of a whale, and we ended that the Noon, it might be one of the names of Allah. So the Shia and the Sunni, they are laughing at each other, but both of them, they have a lot of madness. Now let us go to some Sunni Shia. As long today we decide to speak about Shia. Uh, what will happen? Let us see some hadith. We cannot show everybody. I mean everything stupid. We will select some of stupid things. Actually, I can't find something smart to show anyway. You know. Uh, let us see this hadith. I'm trying to find something in English. Look like we will have difficulty. All right. This is the book of Bihar al-Anwar, volume number 55, page number 34. Speaking about an angel, and this angel is very special. It's reported from Ja'far ibn Muhammad and Abi, from his grandfather, peace upon him, that he said that in the throne of Allah there is a statues of what Allah he created on the earth or in the sea. And this is the explanation where Allah he says, from everything we have a copy of it. And he's right. I mean, this is stupid in the Quran. How in the Quran we says from everything we created we have a copy of it? So the Muslims, they are trying, those are the Shia, trying to uh, you know trying to understand how Allah say such a thing. There's nothing, this is in chapter 15 verse number 21, there's nothing we created but we have a likeness of it. Let us go to the Quran. So you will notice that the Shia and the Sunni, both of them, they come with the stupid things because the Quran itself is very confusing and very stupid. How Allah he says nothing we created except we have a copy of it within us. But is it treasures or with us? There's nothing we created, nothing of what you have, but we have the like, here we have a Allah he have a warehouse of everything we have in earth. He have it in the warehouse, and he send it down when it's time. If you change the translator, you will see how the translation change. It's a miraculous. Let us go to Yusuf Ali. And there's not a thing but its source and the treasure are with us, but we only send down therefore in due and measure, like in these. So The Quranic claim that Allah He have a warehouse, and from that warehouse Allah He sent down in measure what we have, and from everything we have He have the same there. Now we go and we see what the Shia saying in their hadith. It says, and this is the explanation of chapter 15 verse number 21, as they are quoting the verse for us without quoting the number. And they says, and between the list and between the one of the legs of the throne of Allah and the other legs of the throne of Allah, there is a distance of the bird to fly which is 1,000 years, and the throne of Allah is going to be covered every day by 70,000 light made of color. No one can see it from those who Allah He created, and all those things is created in the throne are in a circle which is in a space, like in the sky. And Allah, and for Allah He have an angel, his name is Khurqa'il. Khurqa'il. He have 18,000 wings, and between every wing and the other wing is 500 years distance. And one day he thought of a thought. He said to himself, if there is something upon the throne, if there is something, the angel himself asking me, who is upon the throne? Who is upon? He cannot see it, you know. And because of that, Allah increased the number of his wings to double, which means now 18 plus 18. So فَكَانَ لَهُ سِتٌّ وَثَلَاثُونَ أَلْفُ جِنَاحٍ. So Allah He made, because He thought who was over the throne, Allah He increased the size of his wings, and He made them 36,000 wing. Between the wing and the other one is 500 years. And then Allah inspired the angel, and He told him, this angel, his name is Khurqa'il. O angel, fly. And then the angel he fly in the distance of 20,000 years, and he did not arrive to the head of the like the leg of the chair. What do you call it? Like you have, you know, you have 4 legs, right, for the chair. So Allah He told him fly. The angel he's wondering what is above the throne. So Allah increased him by the number of wings that will make him go supposedly fly faster. So He gave him, instead of 18,000, He doubled it. He make it 36,000. And then Allah He told the angels fly to see, fly up. So the angels start flying, and then after 20 years of flying, he did not arrive to the top of the leg. And then Allah increased the size of his wings and the size of his strength. Next page. And then He ordered him, and he did fly again for 30,000 years, and he did not arrive anywhere after 30,000 years flying. So Allah inspire him, says to him, if you fly and the trumpet is going to be playing with your wings and your strength, you did not even arrive to the leg of my throne. And then the angel he gave up. He says, praise be to Allah. You know, like he gave up. The angel he gave up. That's it. All right. And then here actually the Muslim Sunni, they make fun of this hadith, but the same hadith is exist in the Shia, in the Sunni. This is Shia book, right? But the same hadith is exist for the Sunni. Actually, this is in the Quran. If we go in the Quran, because here it says that قال الجزري that there is 8 angels, or there is 8 goats carrying the throne of Allah. All right. And the Quran says وَيَحْمِلُ عَرْشُ رَبُّكَ فَوْقَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ ثَمَانِيَةٌ. And the Quran says that in that day 8 will carry the throne of Allah. But this is in the Quran anyway. I mean, this is not only Shia or Sunni. And if we read the interpretation, we will find the same story. In the Muslim uh, translation, they say, and the angels will be on the side and eight. Okay, well, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what kind of angels they are here. But if we go and read the interpretation, we will see it says that they are goats, 8 goats. You know, let us go and see in the hadith. And now we are going to the Sunni, because as long as the Muslim Shia, the Sunni is making fun of the Shia. Here we go. As you see, this is Sunni too. So you notice in Muslim websites for the Sunni, they make fun of the Shia because, and by the way, the one who made those articles making fun of the Shia, they are sheikhs. The Sunni who is making articles about the Shia, they are funny, stupid, they believe in such a garbage. They are sheikh. So they are, what kind of sheikh they are? They are shaky one. They don't know that this is Sunni too. Here we go. This is Sunni hadith. Muhammad, he says, he looked at the sky, he said, do you see what is that? What is that called? They said, we do not know. He said, al-muzan. And they said to him, okay, what is al-muzan? He said, Muhammad, he make up a word, by the way. He make them up. This guy, he fabricate, like, you know, let us say you are working with me and I said to you, do you know what is that? Just he tried to to show off that he knew. So he fabricate words nobody heard of it before. So he said, do you see what is that? They said, what is that? Do you know what they called? They said, what? He said, al-muzan. Okay, what muzan? And what is muzan? He said, al-anan. Okay, what al-anan? And here Muhammad, he started giving his own fabrication of words he created just in a second ago. He said, Anan, Abu Dawud says, I am not quite confident about word Anan. I ask, do you know the distance between the heaven and the earth? They replied, we do not know. He said the distance between them is 71, 72, 73 years. The heaven which is above it is at a similar distance. Okay. And then he says, above the 7 heavens there is a sea. The distance between whose surface and the bottom is, or the bottom is, like between the one and the heaven and the other, which means the same as the previous one. And then he says, and above that, there is 8 mounting goats. The distance between their hoofs is and bunches is alike of a distance between the heaven and the next. And then Allah the blessed is above them. So the Sunni, they are making fun of the Shia, saying that Allah in the top of 8 goats, but your Prophet Muhammad, you Sunni, he's saying the same. Do you see it? So they make fun of each other, but the fact they have the same garbage, you know, Shia and Sunni, it is 2 faces of one coin. And the Quran confirm. So those angels in the Quran are not really angels, are goats. Or let us say they are angels in the form of goats. So why you Muslim, you say Santa Claus is fake? Hmm? And by the way, Santa Claus is not fake, he's a real person. Absolutely he is. Like for sure, people they added like fiction stories, he come from the chimney for kids. But is Santa Claus a real person? Yes, he is. He is a real person. He is existing in history. as a person who will known by his first name, last name, where he lived, what town, even his house. So they make fun, the Sunni, they make fun of the Shia, and the Shia, they make fun of the Sunni, but at the end of the day, both of them, they share the same stupid stories. Let us show another example. All right. The Muslim Sunni, they make fun of a hadith. And again, we are mentioning the reference one by one. The book of Al-Kafi, this is Shia book, Al-Shaykh al-Kilani, volume number 1, page number 388, as we see in the screen. All right. Now, what this hadith here is speaking of? That when somebody from the family of Muhammad is born, how people who they are from the family of Muhammad are born? They are born in a certain way. They are different from anyone. As an example, all the family of Muhammad, when they are born, they are circumcised by Allah already. So when they are born, they don't do circumcision. All right. Let us read together. When his mother, she gave birth to him, and he was sitting, and his eyes open, and he did not came out, and his legs crossing each other, or he turned back after he fell down in the ground, and he never missed the direction of Mecca. The child, the baby, he's an infant, he's just born. Okay, he's born, he came down from his mother, he sat in his ass right away. Okay, he never missed the direction of the Kaaba, and he used to sneeze 3 times, and each time he sneezed, he point his finger up, saying thank you Allah, and he is so happy. So, you know, that's true. 3 times a day, Trinity. And he was circumcised, and his ass مختونا ورباعيته من فوق وأسفل. No, I think here they are speaking about his penis. The head of his penis look is different. I don't know how to translate this one. So he was circumcised, and then in the top of that, his ass actually no, I think here they mean by رباعيته, I think they are talking about his teeth. Oh, hold on. ورباعيته من فوق وأسفل ونباه وضحى بين يديه ثم سبيك الذهب. Okay, yeah. So he was born circumcised, and his teeth from the top to down, and I do not know what they mean. I mean, like his front teeth are different from others. Like they are coming from the top to down. It's not like others from down to the top. I don't know what does that mean. We need a Shia sheikh to explain to us what does that mean. And when he smiled, the two, what they call them in English, those the 2 teeth, which is like the same as a tiger. You know, tiger have like or a cat have like a long in the front. Like for us as a human, we have them short, like a Dracula. You know what I mean? So those are when he smile, it's the same as like ounce of gold. Okay, same as ounce of gold. Light coming from it in the day and the night. And during the night, his hands leak gold. During the night, his hands leak gold. The same as the prophets. When they are born like this. Okay. So now this is a Shia hadith. Let us see. . From Ali ibn Muhammad, from the some of the companion, they say that from Abi from Abi Ja'far, Imam Abu Ja'far, he said the 12 Imam have a sign. All will be born and he is circumcised. And he failed, if he fell down in the earth, he fell in his ass. And when he fell in his ass, right away he say Shahada, that there's no God but Allah and there's no prophet but Muhammad. And he will never get dirty from orgasm, which means he will have orgasm but he will not need to do ablution. His eyes sleep but his heart never sleep. He never do yawning and he never do stretching like for his body. And he can see what is behind him, same time he can see what is in front of him. And his fart is the same as musk, as a smell, and the same as you know, his and the ground, you know, eat his poo. But isn't it, this is what the hadith in the Sunni, it says that the prophet, when he do poo, the earth swallow the poop of the prophet, and his ass, and his poop and his pisses smells so good. Let us see. Need to turn the light on. Here you notice that the Sunni and the Shia, they are making fun of each other, but they have the same garbage. I mean, it's just exactly the same. Uh, Let us find the hadith, the Sunni hadith about that. And Muhammad himself, he was circumcised by Allah, supposedly, according to Muslims. So it's the same. Why you are laughing at the Shia? Let us see here. All right. This is the book of At-Tabaqat al-Kubra for the Sunni. It says the following: At-Tabaqat al-Kubra, Ibn Sa'd, very number 1, the biography of the Prophet, or the yeah, the prophethood. And this is page number 141, as you see in the screen. All right. It says, reported from Aisha, from Sa'd, عن عائشة, she said, قلت يا رسول الله تأتي الخلاء فلا يرى منك شيء من الأذى. O Messenger of Allah, you go out to do shit, but there's no shit left behind you. Are you listening, Muslim Sunni? You are making fun of the Shia? Listen to this. O Messenger of Allah, you come to do shit, and we see no shit left of you. He says to her, oh, don't you know, O Aisha, that the ground is swallow what come from the from the prophet, and nobody can see anything of it? Do you see it? So they are making fun of the Shia. They have such a stupid hadith about that the Imam, the Mahdi, when he shit, the ground eat his shit and he swallow his pee. But this is the same Muhammad, he said that to Aisha. I mean, do you notice here the hypocrisy of both the group? They make fun of each other, saying this is stupid, and this is always happening because both are ignorant. They do not know what is written in their own books. Let me see if I can find this hadith in English. I doubt it, but we will try. No. They will not translate such a thing. Yeah. But as you see, this is your Islamic web, book. This is the book of At-Tabaqat al-Kubra, Ibn Sa'd, volume number 1, page number 144, and we are not making things up. So why you make fun of the Muslim Shia believing in such a garbage? And you Muslim Sunni, I challenge you to tell me when Muhammad was circumcised. Isn't it the Quran says Muhammad was uh, let us say what lead to the conclusion that he was circumcised? And if we ask right now any Muslim when Muhammad was circumcised, they have no answer. All the Muslims, they say there's options, mostly either Allah circumcised him or the angels, but they claim that he is circumcised, but he never been circumcised. I am going to open my Skype in a minute just to give a chance to the Muslim Abdul to call us. If they are Shia or Sunni, it doesn't matter. As you see, the same stupid stories exist in both sect. But I have to admit that the Shia, they have like way beyond stupidity sometimes. I mean, it's really so crazy. All right. Let us see if we have any Muslim trying to call us.
Hello?
Yes, my friend.
Good Abend, meine Freund. My
Can
English
you
is...
can you mute your YouTube?
Yeah, I can wait. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
My English is not so good.
All right.
Yes, I have a question for you.
All right.
My left feet is broken. I cannot stay on my feet. One friend say go to mosque, read for Allah. Other friends say to go to Christian. But my question is for you: what is the best of God that I can go?
Oh, what best God?
Yes. But another friend give me your Skype.
Okay.
And
well, I think you have to come to me, and then I will spank you, and then you will run like crazy. What do you think? You do not need God, my friend. You need somebody to spank you because you are being silly and being stupid. What does have to do with God? Stupid idiot. So if my leg is broken, I wait for God to fix it. Silly stupidity. I hope you will not get married one day because your children will suffer from stupidity. Imagine you have a silly father like this. All right. I mean, these come to me. I will teach you how to run. Why? Somebody told you that God, he opened a clinic to be your nurse? What does that mean? I mean, how silly you are. What about somebody he cannot walk at all, or he's born like this? Which God is better to go to? Supposedly this is an atheist propaganda. And and you as an atheist, what do you do? What is the solution for this now? Okay, you don't believe in God, no problem. The God of the Christian, the God of the Jews, the God of the Hindus cannot help you. What you do? You go to the doctor, right? And then the doctor, he will fix your leg. Doctors, they die every day. Me myself, I go to doctors only if I know that it is like that's it. There's nothing I can do. My body cannot resist something happening. But My experience with doctors, they are not really doctors. They train on you. You are like a mice for them. You go and he give you a medicine. He says, try this. Come to me after a few days. And they say to you, come to me after a few days because they want to charge you more, not because really you need to come. And then you come after a few days and you say, now I feel like I'm getting dizzy. He says, oh, don't worry. Now this is because of the drugs. Okay, so the drugs you gave me will make me sick in something else. So he gave me a drug, will supposedly fix the first problem, but now we have another problem. If you watch any commercial about drugs in TV, they say to you, they speak fast. These drugs can cause heart problem, blah, 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 internal bleeding, blah, blah, brain, blah, 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 blah. Please see your doctor before you buy it. You scared the hell of me. Why want to buy the drug? This is a disclaimer. So like later, if something happened to you, so where is the drugs? There's no medicine these days. It's a lie. And there's no doctors these days. They try things on you. I can say like doctors can help if you have an urgent surgery, like you have something explode in your you know what they call it. I mean, I forgot what the name in English. So there is like certain things they can do. Somebody maybe heart problem, they can expand the vein where the blood is going. They can help, but is really, do we have real medicine? No, we don't. Can doctors make hands for you or fake hands? So why you are asking from God to do for you what you cannot do? Okay, do you not need God? Do it yourself. God did not create us and says, I'm going to open a clinic for you. When you need something, I'm going to grow a lake for you. He never promised that. Any Abdul? No, only silly. Somebody says to me, please debate Muhammad Hijab. My friend, you know what I can do? Go chase him. What debate? Muhammad? We offer him a debate. This guy is a kid. Don't tell me, please debate this guy and this guy. I'm here. I'm here every day. Here we go. My Skype is open, and we made a challenge for him. They run away. So what do you mean debate this guy? Bring him. Can we chase people and say you have to debate me? We cannot force people to come and debate. Do we have any Muslim who would like to call us? uh, Somebody, he sent me a long message. I don't know how I can read this. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Nasılsın?
Sorry?
Nasılsın abi?
You're what?
Nasılsın? Çocuklarım derdi.
Really? How this happen?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were Turkish.
No, I don't. The only Turkish I know is Aman Rabbi Aman. Yeah, what do you want to say to us? So you are a Muslim, right? So you are a Muslim, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
what do you want to say to us?
Look,
I'm looking.
my friend told me to call you. I had this problem for like 2 days now.
And
this problem has been bothering me for 2 days.
okay, and what is the problem?
It is jig jig.
Stupidity. Let us see this guy. You know, people, they send me messages. I keep saying, don't send me hello. Don't add me and say hello. My friend, I'm not here to say hello and hi. Okay, but I am that I can working language course. Okay. Okay. It's hard to answer everybody. Look like somebody, someday I'm going to quit this Skype because it became. If you see, guys, my page here, I have endless messages to read. We keep saying, please, only Muslims. Okay. Let us see. Don't send me messages saying I would like to add you to my Skype. My friend, why you want to add me to Skype? What for? If you are a Christian, don't add me to Skype, please. I mean, unless you are bringing me somebody to debate me, a sheikh, something. I mean, why you want to add me to Skype? Ali. Okay. Endless. I mean, endless messages. I'm trying to find one Muslim, or what I see, the Christians adding me. Yes.
Hello, Christian Prince. How are you, brother?
I'm fine.
I have a question. I asked the Muslim to explain to me where Allah said in the Quran that He created the earth and heaven with saying, kun fayakun, be and there is. But he failed. He cannot show me.
Yeah, because there's nothing Allah created by saying kun and yakun. It's just a statement he said when he mentioned about that the creation of the existence of Jesus and Adam is the same. If Allah wants something to be, He says be, and it was, right? But neither Adam, neither Jesus was exist by being, according to the Quran. So this is a contradiction and stupid statement. The only God we know, He said be and it was, is the Bible. If you go to Genesis, it says let be light, it was light. Right? That's it. So this is
but in the Quran or in Hadith, I think it says that Allah created with the hand, with His hand.
The Quran
right?
says that. The Quran says that. But this is not a problem, because we can say in a verse that Allah created by hand. In the other verse, Allah created, let's say, maybe something, anything. He said let be, it was. But there's even that there is nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because in the same verse where He says He created the earth and the heaven, it's like after that He said kun fayakun. It's not. He don't say.
No, and the creation of the earth and the heaven is clear.
Heaven with
it took
saying
Him 2 days to create the earth, 4 days to create the substance, 2 other days to create the sky, and nowhere there He says be to anything, because be and it was is making things happen immediately. Be, that's it. Why it's going to take days. As an example, in the Bible, it says be light, let be light. Light was, and then we call the daylight and we call the night. So there is nowhere in the Quran. This is a mistake of Muhammad, trying to copy the description of the God of the Christians and make it apply to his God, but he could not find us where that can happen. Same time, Adam was created by fashion mud, and then after he fashioned him, he breathed into him, etc. It took time, to the point even the hadith says that Jibreel, when Allah he created him and he breathed into
You
him,
say when you will finish me.
yeah, he said finish me before the sun set, you know. So it's very slow. So he fashioned mud, he make mud first, and then he fashioned from the mud a creature look in the shape of a human, like an idol, and then he breathed into the idol, which is in the shape of Adam, a human being, and then this human being became in the flesh alive. But it doesn't happen by saying B, you know.
Yeah.
Anything else, my friend?
Yeah, that's everything. Thank you,
All right.
brother.
Thank you. Take care. Let us try to receive phone calls from Muslims, please. And when this stupid GG called, I don't want people to say GG. You know, this is why he's excited. His guys have a mental issue. He called, you see you going crazy, you say GG, so he get excited. He's like a I don't use a bad word, but he like it, you know. So don't encourage the stupidity. Filthy creature. Do we have any Muslim? And this is why we have to be careful. Like a human being, there's many people, they might look fine for you. They might look like they have a, you know, maybe if you see this guy in the street, you will not notice he have a mental issue, but obviously he's suffering from a big mental issue. So you have to be careful in your life. You associate with who. Like when you take a friends, take them carefully. When you get married carefully. Anything is a choice of like you can make. Like there's people you don't choose them to be relative to you. Like you don't choose who's going to be your brother or your sister or your father or your mother. And you might be born of somebody who have a mental issue too. I mean, that is not your choice, so you can do nothing about it. But it's a choice to take a friend. It's a choice to take a husband or a wife. So always be careful about you are going to be associating yourself with who. Be careful. Those people, they can be extremely dangerous too. You know, when you see that somebody is stalking somebody, this is a real. This is not fiction. You know, there's some people, they have mental issues. They don't know even why they are doing that. You know, because they themselves, they do not know. He himself, he do not know what he's doing. You know, he's just a stupid idiot. He's, you know, he's looking for attention. So now he called the Christian Prince, and and you know, supposedly now he is like, hey, I'm so happy. You know, mental illness. So you have to be careful always. You associate yourself with who. Same as Muhammad. This is why I said to you once, watch a movie. It's called The Perfect Host. The Perfect Host is a story about a guy. Even he himself is a captain in the police. Which means there's no way you might think that this guy he have a mental issue. He's a captain in the police. But if you watch the movie, you will find that this person, he have many person inside him. All right. So be careful. Now we continue speaking about, as long there's no Muslims to call, I'm going to quit Skype, and we go back to the stupidity what's mentioned in the hadith of the Shia versus the stupidity of the hadith of the Sunni. All right. The Imam al-Mahdi, if he wear the clothes of the Prophet or any the clothes of the family of the Prophet, is going to be changed and become in his size, even if it is 1 foot longer or shorter. Okay, what does that mean? I don't know if any of you watch the Green Man, Hulk, whatever they call them. I mean, in TV you see all those Transformer, the green guy, I don't know what they call him. He extend his shirt, I mean, he ripped his short and the shirt, and he became big. So this guy here, when he wear the clothes of any of the family of the Prophet, the clothes of the family of the Prophet, including the prophetic clothes, their size changed to fit with him. So if he is shorter than the Prophet, the clothes will get smaller to fit him. If he is taller than the Prophet, the clothes will get bigger to fit with him. and that is going to be the same until the last time of like until the end of the judgment day. How Allah created the body, the physical body of the Imam, the 12 Imams of the Shia. What about their spirit? What about their hearts? May Allah have peace on them. They said that Allah, He created us from high above, and He created our spirit from above, and He created the spirit of the Shia from above, and He created the body from lower level, which means the Imams of the Shia, their body, their spirit, everything about them is created from high above in the sky. And then the Shia, they are created the same but a lower level of the heaven. They are not from the same level. And then they continue. Allah, He created us from the light of His greatness, and He picture us, or let us say He made us in an image from a mud which is stored underneath the throne. Allah, He have a storage of mud under the throne of Allah, and this is where He created the childrens of Muhammad. And as we know, Muhammad have no children. This is a fiction. Muhammad supposed to have 4 daughters, but the fact none of them is his daughter, including Fatima. Those are the daughters of Khadija. However, so Ali is supposed to marry from Fatima, and we see now because they think that Fatima is the only real daughter of Muhammad, so the Shia, they focus only in Fatima. And Ali, he married from Fatima, and Ali is the cousin of Muhammad, so now we have a family to worship. We have Muhammad, we have Fatima, we have Ali, and then we have their children. So how Allah created this family? Created them from a mud, exist under the throne of Allah. And Allah, He put a light in it. Let us move it to this different page here. Okay. So Allah, and Allah, He put inside that mud He created light from His light, which means they themselves later they will become light for mankind. And then He says, and when Allah, He created them, nobody have such let us say structures of mud or nature of mud except the prophets. And this is why we and them, which mean we and the prophet, this is the family of Muhammad, we became, and all the man, all the human, they are savage to the fire. You know, all the human, they go to they are savage to the fire, but not the family of Muhammad, for they are made from a special mud, and they are made from the light of Allah. And look here what it says. It's reported from the Caliphate Amirul Mu'mineen that Allah, inna Allahi nahran duna arshihi, Allah, He have a river under His throne, and next to the river, which is under the throne, there is the light, and the light is light of Allah. And the two edge of the river, there is 2 spirit. One is called the Holy Spirit, and the other one is called a spirit from His command. And Allah, Allah have 10 a group of mud, 5 from heaven and 5 from earth. So Allah, He have like a containers full of mud, 10 of them. 5 containers are coming from heaven, and 5 containers are the source of them is from the earth. All right. And then He says, and there's no prophet or angel after him he made him except from one of those two spirits, either the Holy Spirit or the spirit of command. And he made the prophet, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sorry, Allah pray on him and salute him, and his family from one of those two mud. And I said to my father Al Hassan, and what is the mount which Allah created us from? He says, Allah, he created us from 10 mount of mud, and he breathed into us from the two spirit. This is why we have the best spirit between mankind. I mean, if we can keep reading, all of it is stupidity, fictions, madness. This is the Shia, but the Sunni are not better. The Sunni have the same garbage, you know. Isn't it the Quran says? And if we read the interpretation, we see the hadith. We see that Muhammad claimed that Allah said that he is a light for mankind. And this is why the Shia, they say that Muhammad and his family, they are made of light. They are not a human like us. Why? Because the Quran confirmed that. Chapter 33, verse number 46. And as a lamp spreading light. Who is saying that? Allah. About who? About Muhammad. So Muhammad, he is the same as a lamp spreading light, but the Quran describe Allah himself as a lamp too. So Muhammad and Allah, they have the same nature. They are light. They are spreading light. And the Muslim, they might say to you here, it says as a lamp, but Allah, he says about himself that he is as a lamp too. So it's the same for Muhammad, same as Allah. All right. If we go in the Quran, chapter 24, verse number 35, which is a chapter of a light, the Nur, light. It says, God is the light of the heaven and the earth. The likeness of his light is as a niche, wherein is a lamp. See here saying as. Now here in this verse, we have a mistake. Anyone notice? Or let us say something would destroy the idea that Allah is God. Who can help me here to see what is the problem in this verse? Anyone notice? This verse here destroy Allah. Why? Because Allah, he's saying that he's light, right? But what is the similarity of his light? His light is as a niche wherein is a lamp, and the lamp is in a glass, and the glass as it were a glirting star. Okay, by the way, it doesn't say star, it says kawkab, which means planet, which is a mistake. Kindled from the blessed tree, an olive that is neither the east nor the west, who is oil will night would shine. Okay, so look at this. If Allah describe his light the same as a light in a lamp, and that lamp is lighting by oil, how that can be? The Muslim, they say to us, we cannot describe and we cannot compare between Allah and his creation, but the whole Quran, Allah compare between him and his creation. Isn't it the tree is his creation? Isn't it the fire his creation? Isn't it the oil his creation? And here we will find the double standard of the Muslims to avoid to answer about who is Allah. Right away they escape and they say we cannot compare between Allah and his creation. But why you cannot compare if Allah himself comparing himself to his creation? That because they are trying to run away forward from the question. We cannot compare. That's it. They shut you up. Now Muhammad described the same as the same. He is a light, the same as a light. Read the other verse. It says exactly the same. Muhammad as one who is invited to Allah by his leaves, and as a lamp spreading light. This is Muhammad. Allah the same too. Allah is as a lamp spreading light. And this is why the Shia, they believe that Muhammad and his family, they used to be stars in the forehead of Allah, and then Allah decided to send them down to earth so they can spread the light of Allah. Right? Stories after stories. But you notice all those fiction stories is sponsored by the Quran and even the Hadith. Now we continue with the Shia crazy stuff. Let us see what we will show you. Hmm. Okay. Let us see this hadith. See, always we try when we show official website, because we don't want people to say, you know, where he is getting this from. Let us see this hadith here. Okay. This is the book. It's called Wasail al-Shia. Wasail al-Shia by Al-Hurr al-Amili al-Shaykh Abu Ja'far, volume number 12, page number 95. Speaking about sneezing. Speaking about sneezing. He said, by sneezing there is a destiny. When you sneeze, there is a destiny written for you. So if they are liars, those who sneeze, they will not receive the intercession of the Prophet Muhammad. Allah pray on him and salute him. Hadith number, very number 4, sorry, 4, hadith number 15734. It says, from, he says that when Abi Abdullah alayhi salam, when he sneezed, he put his hand on the top of his nose or over his nose, and he says, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Hamdan Kathira, praise be to Allah, a lot of praise. The same as his family, they do that, which means that when they sneeze, they do that. And Allah pray on Muhammad and his and the family of Muhammad. And right away when he sneezes, from his nose, from the left hole of his nose, a bird which is yellow, sorry, a bird which is smaller than lotus come out and bigger than a fly. And this bird, he fly all the way, and he, like, until he establish himself under the throne of Allah, he keep asking Allah for forgiveness until the judgment day. So each time the family of Muhammad and Muhammad he sneeze, a little bird will come from the left hole of his nose, and they will sneeze, sorry, they will go and they will under the throne of Allah, and they will keep asking Allah for forgiveness until Judgment Day. Now here the Shia, the Sunni, they make fun of the Shia for saying that. Let us see what the Sunnis say about sneezing. The same, with little differences. According to Muhammad, the Sunni books, Allah, He loved those who sneeze. Read carefully with me. The Messenger of Allah said, the sneeze is from Allah. The sneeze is from Allah. Okay. So each time you sneeze, your sneezing is coming from Allah. As simple as that. And the yawning is from Shaitan. Read carefully with me. The Messenger of Allah said, the sneeze is from Allah and the yawn is from Shaitan. So when of you yawn, let him cover his mouth with his hand. For when he says, hachu, Shaitan laugh from inside his mouth. You see, the Sunni, they laugh at the Shia, and the Shia, they say the Shia, they have ridiculous hadith. But in fact, both of them, they have the same garbage. The Muslims, by the way, they made an article about this hadith, but they cut the second part of it. They look what they do. You can search it for yourself in Google. You will find they say to you that the Prophet said, when one of you he yawn, look at this, look at the deception. They said, the Prophet said, when one of you sneeze or yawn, let him cover his mouth. So they hide all the story about Shaitan going inside your mouth to tell you that the Prophet was teaching science and hygiene and how not to stop and to stop spreading of bacteria. You see how they lie to you? They make it about medicine, how the Prophet, he knew this. Do you notice how they do that? The Prophet teaching hygiene. How a Prophet 1400 years ago, he knew that we should cover our mouth, otherwise that will spread bacteria and viruses. This is what they say. But in fact, the story have nothing to do with bacteria and viruses. The story is totally different. The story is Allah. The sneeze come from Allah. The yawning come from Shaitan. And not only that, Shaitan even he piss inside your mouth. Read carefully with me. For when he says a Shaitan laugh from inside his opening, and indeed Allah love the sneeze and he dislike the yawn. So when a man says when he yawning, indeed a Shaitan laugh from inside his opening. So why the Shia, why you Muslim Sunni laugh at the Shia speaking about the sneezing, but you don't laugh at the Muslim Sunni yourself and your books saying such a stupid thing? So we can say based on this study, Allah is excited in winter time. A lot of people have cold. All right? A lot of Muslims, a lot of people have cold, and Allah is so happy. So why you laugh at them? Hey, take it easy, guys. What Hamida Sadiqi? Sadiqi. Hamida Sadiqi. Anyway, always the same fiction stupidity is all over Sunni or Shia. They share the same garbage. There's no difference between them. Let us see this guy.
Hello?
Hello, my friend. You tried to call me?
Yeah, I was calling and my sheikh was about to talk to you, but it
Oh,
was
your
too
sheikh
late.
wanna talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay, he's there now.
No, I left
Oh, too bad. When he wanna call me again?
because you are playing the recording again, and he was trying to like advise you to follow the real truth, Islam.
Oh, really? He wanna advise me? What is the real truth? Like what? Like if you sneeze, Allah, the sneeze is Allah. He loves sneezing. Is that the truth?
Accept Islam and
Yeah. What do you say
love
about?
Jesus,
Okay, let us
love
see the
Moses.
truth. The truth is that Allah He loves sneezing. Do you agree with that?
No, listen,
No,
we're
no.
trying to follow
What
you.
do you mean? No. Are
Trying
you
to make
saying? Are you saying your prophet he lied? The truth is, let your sheikh call me, and this is an excuse. He can call me from his home. I mean, what? What do you mean he left? So what if he's left? He can call me from his home. You don't have to be sitting next to you.
Okay,
He
I'll
can
call you
call
back.
me, huh? Okay. He will ask his sheikh to call me. Hold on. He is asking me to accept the truth. The truth is, according to Islam, that Allah He loves sneezing and He hates those who do yawning. That is the only thing I see in front of me. Do you have something to prove me wrong? How this can be from God? If this is God, who is stupid? Let us see if his sheikh will call. His sheikh wanna call me to invite me to accept the truth. Yeah, and what is the truth? Allah will give me a lot of women and their legs will be, excuse me, wide open. The truth is Allah will give me endless penis. The truth is I will have 70 years orgasm. That is the truth. If this is the truth, what is fiction? Hmm? If this is the truth, yeah, I think this is the same kid. Let us see. Hello? Hello? Stupid idiot. This is Sadigi, the one you told me to call him. He's making noise in the phone. Anyone will text me in Skype asking me questions, I will block you. You want to ask in the text in the chat. My Skype is over flooded. People, they keep asking me to add them. I have no more space. I said this is a Skype only for Muslims to call me. Do we have any Muslim have the courage and the knowledge? So the Sheikh Abdul Wadud is going to call me to invite me to accept the truth. And what is the truth? That in the heaven I can have sex with my sister and my daughter. In the heaven of Allah I can have sex with everybody, whatever I wish. In the heaven of Allah you are going to be an effing machine, and that is supposedly the truth. I mean, how, what kind of a truth this truth is? Is that really the truth? Do you remember when a Muslim he said that in the heaven of Allah there's no morality? Do you remember? Let me see if I can get the video. said that you can have sex with whatever you wish, anyone you wish. Who care? Anything. Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Okay. Okay. Does the Quran says that in the heaven? Let us open it here in this page here. Hold on. So the Shia and the Sunni, they have the same garbage. I mean, why they are laughing at each other? They have the same thing. Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Okay. Okay. Does the Quran says that in the heaven, you are going to have whatever you wish?
Yes.
Okay. If somebody wished to have sex with his mother in the heaven, is that going to be granted?
It depends on the person.
Okay, so you are saying to me, guys, did you hear it? If a man in the heaven of Allah, he wished to have sex with his mother, it's fine. He can have sex with his mother. Why you are saying it's okay?
Okay, according to who is it wrong in the heaven?
Okay, I'm asking you. According, you said it's right. No problem. I'm not saying wrong or right. I'm asking you. What is the wisdom? What is the wisdom? What is the wisdom in your religion that in the heaven you can have sex with your mother?
In the heaven, Allah will give you whatever you want. If you want it, this is your business.
So okay, so in the heaven of Allah, if somebody he is a gay, he's a homosexual, and he would have sex with men, is he going to be granted men to have sex with?
My friend, Allah, He says you will get whatever you want. He didn't go to the details.
My friend, that's it. I got you. I got you. So in the heaven of Allah, in the heaven of Allah, in the heaven of Allah, you will have whatever you wish. A guy who is a gay, he like to have it bang bang from the wrong location. You know what I'm talking about. Allah, He will grant him. Allah will give him a gay to if together. So the heaven of your God is what is that? I mean, when we say whatever you wish, that's mean. So what the point of saying you cannot do this on earth, but you cannot do it? You can do it in heaven. Why Allah says that being a gay in earth is a big sin, but being a gay in heaven is okay?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because in the earth it's a test. But after in the heaven there is no sin, there is nothing, there is no the day of judgment. So you will live here forever.
So in the heaven of Allah, you Muslims are a bunch of hippies. You are a bunch of hippies. You have your penis in your hand and you go and you put your penis wherever you wish. That's what you are saying to me, right? Your mother, your sister, your daughter, your neighbor, your brother, you F everybody. This is what you are saying to me. There is no limitation. You F whoever in your way.
My friend, when Allah say you can have whatever you want, if you want something, if you want to if someone,
what if somebody? Okay, hold on. I'm not trying to insult, my friend. Listen to me. Listen to me. What if a man? He wished to F your prophet?
Can I answer?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
If you want to do anything to someone else, the person that you want to do it, he want to. If he refuse, you cannot do it. You know, because it depends on the two person.
It doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It says whatever you wish. Whatever you wish as an individual, not ever, whatever you wish, and whatever you wish. But anyway, if a man he wanted to have sex with your prophet, Allah, He said to him, whatever you wish. Is that okay?
And the prophet also, he have whatever he wish.
Okay, so if the prophet, you are saying to me, if your prophet agree that he will bend over the guy, he can do him. There's no problem.
He will never agree because this is your.
How you know? How you know? Your prophet, obviously he like men. Isn't it true that your prophet he put eyeliner 3 times a day?
My friend, this is your assumption.
I am not assumption. I can show you the reference. Is it true? Is it true that you're a prophet? He kiss a man down his belly?
We are talking about the heaven.
We are talking about earth. If he is doing that on earth, why he will not do that in heaven? Hello?
Abdul. Hello, Abdul.
Sheikh Abdul with us?
I'm Abdullah. You're Abdul. How you doing, man?
What is Sheikh Abdul doing with me?
No, he's not.
So where is your sheikh?
My sheikh, he's on vacation right now.
He decided to quit his job after he debated me.
No, because he doesn't want to debate Jahid, you know.
Jahil, he could not answer anything. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was dying from laughing. Okay, what about you answer what he could not answer?
Okay.
Okay, do you remember when I said to him, are you going to answer me about Aisha? And he said there's no such a thing. Aisha, she said that there is a hadith about breastfeeding, and he said there's no such a thing. Do you agree with him? There's no such a thing.
So, in order to understand the history of hadith, right? If you know that, that there are some hadiths that are accepted by all the scholars, and there's some hadiths. If you look at the commentary,
don't play games. Don't play games. Don't tell me accepted by accepted. This is hadith.
This is
those. Hold on. The breastfeeding for adult is accepted by all the scholars of Islam. It's a lie. Not a single one refuse it. Isn't it your sheikh is a Sunni?
He's a Sunni, of
so
course.
So how he can reject it? Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. I wanna ask you. Can you show me one scholar he reject what your prophet he said to Sahla bint Suhail?
I didn't say reject. There's no rejection.
So don't lie then. Don't lie then and say
go to the commentary of Sahih Muslim. Go to the commentary of Sahih Muslim.
What commentary? Hold on. What commentary? Okay, commentary. What commentary? Here we go. This is Sahih Muslim. This is the hadith. Okay. It's accepted by all Muslims. And the woman, she said to him, how I can suckle him and he's a growing man. Right? So this is your prophet.
Foster.
What foster?
Foster.
What foster?
When you have foster child, right?
My friend, this is a guy. This is a man. This is a man. What a child. It's a guy. He is an adult. He is not even her son. This is a man. He is a slave. He is a slave in her house. Listen. She said, how I can read. Hold on. Read. Look at the screen. She said, how can I suckle him? And he is a growing man. What do you mean foster a child?
Like you were mentioning yesterday, Valentine's, right? If a person suckles on a breast of a woman, right? Even only once, that relationship is gone forever.
What
he can never marry that girl again in his
life. That's false. No, you can marry even if this guy here who suckled her 10 times, he can marry her. This is a lie.
No, it's not.
No, it's a lie. The forbidden. You see, you are a kid. The forbidden. Okay.
You gotta do your homework a little more.
Okay, hold on. Okay. What if I show you that you are stupid? What you will do? If I show you the proof and the reference right now.
You're going references.
I'm asking online. You. If I show you that you are stupid, what you will do? People are watching. People are watching. If I show you that you are lying and you are being a stupid donkey who do not know what are you talking about, you claim that you have a sheikh, your sheikh got busted, and you run away. Now, you think you can do better? No, listen. Here we go. You said that if he suckled, he cannot marry her. If I show you that this is a lie, what you will do?
It's a lie. What you would do?
Yes.
I will not, because the thing is, listen. We don't take advices from kafirs. You know that, right?
You will not take it from me. I will show it to you from your scholar, you donkey.
The donkey. Even if you read it from my scholar, I'm not going to take it.
Just get. Even if you read it for me from my scholar, I will not take it. And I know your answer, you stupid idiot. I know the answer. Here we go. This is islamweb.net, and this is your scholar, and you are a certified donkey. ذهب الجمهور, the scholars, all of the 4 imam sect, and even others, that rida'ul kabir, the suckling for adult, will not make it haram. Which means he can still marry the women. So what the point? What the point of the stupidity? Nothing. And not only that, here they are quoting for you what it says that Aisha herself, she used to order her sisters to do that. Only according to Islam, breastfeeding for a child will make it a relationship between this child and that woman haram. By the way, here this is stupid too, because how Islam refuse adoption and accept adoption? How in the world, if a child he suckle a milk of a woman, he became her son? This is adoption. So if a child he suckle or he drink some milk from a cow, he became the son of that cow. According to Muslim too, that Muhammad himself he suckled his uncle nipples. So as you see here, when they try to run away, he and his sheikh is on vacation. He told him, I'm not going to call this guy, he will humiliate me. We ask him to recite for us the verses of suckling of an adult. This is a verse on the Quran. This is not a hadith. The Quran confirm that many verses are missing, and the hadith confirm that there's many verses are missing. And Aisha she confirm, and we asked the sheikh who claimed to be a sheikh, that when Aisha she said the breastfeeding for adult, he said there's no such a thing. I said, are you saying that Aisha she's a liar? And then he said to me, you have too many questions. We ask you know, we have to sit together. He ran away. Hmm? Let us see. Trying to find you some reference additional to that. So we have this one here. Let us do this. We take this, we paste in the search. Let's see. Do you see it? Those verses, those hadith, they confirm the story. And Aisha, she ordered her sisters and her nieces to do suckling for any man who will enter upon them. Let us see. Let us see the hadith about Aisha ordering her sister, nieces, and her sisters to do breastfeeding. I mean, obviously, this guy Muhammad, he have mental issues. There's no way somebody have a little intelligence, he will ask people to do such a thing. Let us see. Or look at this hadith here. Look at this stupid hadith. Aisha brother and Aisha brother, and she have a guy who is a stranger. I went to Aisha and he asked her about a bath, how to take a bath. I mean, Aisha, she is teaching two men how to take a bath. She brought a pot containing about you know, like water, and took a bath and poured over her overhead And at that time there was a screen between them, but the screen they can see through, because she is teaching them how to do it. Otherwise, if they cannot see, what the point? I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? Let's see. Let's see different hadith. There we go. Hold on. Aisha here, it says Aisha used to ask the daughters of her sisters and daughters of her brothers to give him breastfeeding 5 times, whom Aisha wanted to see, who want to visit her. And they say that the Quran, the verse of 10 times breastfeeding was abrogated by 5, but we cannot find the 5, we cannot find the 10. Obviously the Muslim took it because it's shameful one. Somebody obviously took it. We cannot find the 10, we cannot find the 5. Why? You know, the first time they play the game that this is the goat. But then that will not work no more. Read this hadith with me. Yahya related to me from Malik from etc. It says that Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, Allah pray on her and salute her, admitted those whom her sister and daughters of her brother had nursed, and she did not admit those who were nursed by the wives of her brothers. Oh boy. What a religion. And since when, if a man he is looking in a dirty way at a woman, if the woman she gave her breast to him, he will not look at her in a dirty way no more. That's mean if a man he put his mouth in the nipples of his wife, and by the way, they are suckling nothing. Those women, this woman, she doesn't have a milk. This is not a child. This is not the woman she have a, he's saying to her, suckle him. No, suckle just her breast. There's no milk. So he was suckling what? That's her, just her nipples. Suckling the nipples, how that can be from God? Don't call me if you are a Christian. And the funny, the Shia, they make fun of the Sunni, and the Sunni make fun of the Shia, but both of them, they have the same madness. And this is Quran. Anyway, guys, we are going to finish for today. This video, I will hide it for some time, because usually, which means for a few hours, maybe until tomorrow. Usually when I make a video, 2 videos in the same day, people watch only the last video. So the video before it, nobody watch it. You know what I mean? So what we will do, this video, we will make it in a private until the other video have enough view, and then we will put that again live on air, so you can download it. Actually, I will leave this one for 2 hours live, so those who want to download, they can download it too. All right. The Shia stories we can continue. I mean, there's endless, like the hadith about if you wear a black shoe, your penis will not work. If you sleep on your side in the bathroom, that will make your kidney damage. your kidney will be like disappear. You know, or the hadith about that Noah, he used to have a donkey and he put his hand over his shoulder, and then he said, from this donkey there's going to be 60 donkeys, which one of them will be ridden by the prophet, the leader of the prophets, which mean Muhammad. You know, tons of stories. It's endless. But my friend, or Al-Hassan, how many languages Al-Hassan yet he speak? Al-Hassan, he speak 17 million language. Have you ever heard of somebody can speak 7? And where we can find those 17 million language? 17 million language? I mean, obviously this is true, right? It must be true. There's no way it's a lie. Let's show you this one before we go. Al-Shaykh al-Kilani, very number 1, hadith number or page number 462, the book of Al-Kafi, Shia book. This is equal to Al-Bukhari. It says here we go. Allah have 2 cities. One of them is in the east and the other one is in the west. And it has, those cities have a fence made from iron, and from every city have 1,000 door, and in it, inside it, there is 1,000 language, and each language speak in the other language of the other one, which means they are different from each other. And he says, I know all the languages there. So how many languages now we have? Hold on, this is not 70,000. Sorry, I'm mistaken. It says 70,000. That means 70 million, right? Yeah, 70 million. 70 million, 1,000 is a 70 million language in the cities, and he speak them all. This is what Al-Hassan can speak. And he said, nobody speak such a languages as much except me and my brother Al-Hussein. This is Shia. So they have the same garbage. They, it's endless stupidity. 70 million language. There is 70 million language. I want to see them. Who is the Muslim Shia? I want to count for us the 70 million languages. And this guy, he speak them all. Right? Maybe next time we go on air, we can continue speaking about Shia. But it's endless stupid stories, endless. All right. So anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. Until we go on air again, I want to say thank you. Don't forget to share, download the videos, and the video before this one is a lot important than this one. Please download it. It's short. It's 15 minutes, something like that. Download and share with your friends. And let us spread the truth, and the truth will set you free. And as you see, the Sheikh of Abdul Wadud, he have no answer, and that's why he will never call again. There's no way he will call me. I think this guy, he was playing taqiyya, that the Sheikh, he wanted to call me. There's no way he can call me always. And here we go. Time will tell. I don't think he will ever dare to call again, because there's tons of questions. They are very embarrassing, and he could not answer anything. And he will never answer it. The same as this guy. This is the only thing they say to you. Oh, they fabricate stories. It's not even in their religion. They fabricate excuses. Is not even part of Islam. They have, in order to avoid the shame which Islam brought to them and Muhammad. So what they do, they fabricate lies in order to cover the lies of Muhammad. But it doesn't work with us. So until we see you again, we say, may the Lord bless you all, and we hope that the Muslims will listen, and for sure we don't hate them. We are trying to save you from this cult which is full of lies and stupidity. And you have a brain, and you make a decision, and the decision is yours. Either you believe in a fiction prophet full of fairy tale stories book, stupidity and madness, sexuality, or you believe in the true God. It's up to you. Thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. Christ is Lord and Islam is false. And see you soon again. Bye-bye.